Hello everyone, join me as I unbox a copy of the best-selling book in the world with an estimated 5 billion copies sold. If you're not a book person, it's still worth reading. So let's unbox this and find out which book this is. So this is a copy of the Holy Bible. Now the Bible is divided into two major parts. You have the Old Testament, which has 46 sections or books, and then you have the New Testament behind, which is about 27 books or sections. So there are different versions of the Bible. For example, the English Standard Version or the New Revised Standard Version. This is a copy of the English Standard Version, or you also have the Good News Translation. So you have different versions of the Bible as well. Now the Bible, my dear friends, every book in the Bible is divided into various chapters and verses so that you can always come back and find what you are looking for at a particular point in the Bible, at a particular chapter and verse. In some Bibles, you have these ready-made bookmarkers which mark every book of the Bible, so you can find one of these books of the Bible ready. So you also have footnotes and cross-references on certain pages of the Bible if you need clarification and you need to get some more context about what you are reading. You also have a number of maps and diagrams, sometimes at the back of the Bible or sometimes at the center, which help you also to place yourself in the geography of the area of the story about which you are reading, either in the Old Testament or the New Testament, so you know where this thing was happening in history, in which part of the world. Although the entire plot is one big love story, there are many different genres in the various books that make up the Bible. So you have an epic saga, you have narratives, you have poetry, you have song, you have parables and stories, wisdom stories. So there's something for everyone and there's never a dull moment. For those of you who like action or are adventure puffs, there are stories of walls and giants collapsing. There are stories of people walking on water. There's stories of people walking through fire. There's muscular men defeating the bad guys, etc. and etc. It's so interesting and there's so much therein for you. So for you music lovers and rom-com lovers, there are so many love songs in books such as the Song of Songs and the Psalms. And if you like philosophy, there's something for you too. For example, in the book of Sirach or the wisdom books or Ecclesiastes. If you like history, you may want to go through almost probably all of the 46 books in the Old Testament. For there's so much of history, especially the history of Israel, filled in those pages. One of the main characters in the New Testament appears right in the beginning of the New Testament in the 4 Gospels. And he's a very cool guy, but he gets killed by the bad guys, and you know what? He comes back to life. Okay, now the only disclaimer here is that every seemingly wild, unbelievable thing you read is actually quite real. And this book has the power to change your life. It has answers to every question that you have ever had. It's living, it's active, and will never not be relatable to you. So if you don't already have a copy of this, what are you waiting for? Get up and grab your copy today.